The Ten Commandments, Exodus 20, 1 through 17. God's people. Long ago, God led his people, the Israelites, out of Egypt. They were slaves in Egypt, but God rescued them. He brought them to Mount Sinai. God wanted to make a covenant with them. He wanted to give them laws to live by. The Ten Commandments. God spoke to Moses on Mount Sinai. He gave him the Ten Commandments. These laws were very important. They showed the Israelites how to love God and how to love others. Here are the Ten Commandments. The words in bold use negation. 1. You shall not have any other gods before me. 2. You shall not make for yourself an idol. You shall not bow down to them or worship them. 3. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. 4. Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work. 5. Honor your father and your mother. 6. You shall not murder. 7. You shall not commit adultery. 8. You shall not steal. 9. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. 10. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male or female servant, his ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. Understanding the commandments. The Ten Commandments teach us what is right and what is wrong. They help us to live in a good way. They are not suggestions. They are commands from God. For example, the first commandment tells us to worship only God. We must not worship other gods. The second commandment tells us that making idols is wrong. We must not make them or bow down to them. The third commandment teaches us to respect God's name. We should not use his name in a bad way. The fourth commandment tells us to rest on the Sabbath day. We should not work on that day. The fifth commandment tells us to honor our parents. The other commandments tell us we must not murder, commit adultery, steal, lie, or covet. These things are wrong. They hurt others. They do not please God. A guide for life. The Ten Commandments are a guide for life. They are not a burden. They show us how to live in peace and harmony with God and with others. If we follow them, we will be blessed. We will not be punished. Jesus summarized the Ten Commandments in 2 great commandments. Love God with all your heart, soul, and mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. If we do these things, we will be following God's law. We will not be breaking it.